If Jungkook's solo album trending again in America results in a second tour, it won't just be a victory for him. It could become a defining moment in K-pop's evolution, especially when it comes to solo careers. For years, K-pop has thrived as a group-dominated genre. But now, with one of the biggest names in the industry potentially returning solo to the US spotlight, the entire structure of K-pop's global expansion could begin to shift. And if this happens, Jungkook may not just be performing, he could be leading a revolution, redefining what it means to be a soloist in K-pop and traditional K-pop. Solo debuts are often treated as side projects, temporary pauses between group comebacks. Even successful solo work is usually measured in comparison to group achievements, but Jungkook's rising solo popularity is breaking that mold. If he returns to the US stage alone and draws tens of thousands of fans per show, it will prove something unprecedented, that a K-pop idol can transition into a globally competitive solo act, not as a temporary experiment, but as a dominant force. This isn't just solo work, a Billboard critic recently wrote. This is a complete brand of artistry. Should HYBE greenlight a second tour, Jungkook could create a blueprint that other idols, from BTS or beyond, will eventually follow. Impact on BTS and other members' solo paths. BTS has always championed both group and individual growth. All members have pursued their own projects, from RM's introspective albums to Jimin's emotional ballads, to Suga's raw August D material. Each has shown the depth and diversity of BTS's talent pool. But if Jungkook's second solo tour in America becomes a commercial and cultural success, it could open the floodgates for multi-tour solo careers within the group and inspire HYBE to invest in longer-term individual roadmaps. This wouldn't signal the end of BTS, but rather an expansion of its universe, a web of artistic identities, each with its own loyal following and international appeal. IT might also challenge older business models in K-pop, where groups are the only viable global product. Jungkook could prove that an individual K-pop artist can carry global stages, just like Western solo acts, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Justin Bieber. The global media shift from K-pop star to global pop star. One of the most powerful impacts of a successful second solo tour would be the repositioning of Jungkook in the global media narrative, and no longer just a member of BTS, but a headlining solo artist whose name alone fills arenas and sells albums. Media outlets that once covered him, primarily in the context of BTS, would begin to write about him as an independent powerhouse. That subtle shift in perception matters, not just for fans, but for brand deals, endorsements, awards, and industry credibility. For example, Grammy attention could increase for future solo work. American awards shows might invite him to perform independently. Global fashion houses may pursue exclusive contracts with Jungkook as a solo ambassador, not just as part of BTS. This repositioning affects everything, from red carpet invitations to playlist placements. And the only thing separating that future from today is a successful tour, inspiring the next generation of K-pop idols. Jungkook has always been known as the Golden Magne, multi-talented, hardworking, and deeply humble. But if he leads this transformation in solo artistry, his influence will go even further than music. He'll become a symbol of what's possible. Trainees at entertainment companies across Asia will see him not just as someone who succeeded in a group, but as someone who redefined what it means to stand alone. They'll dream bigger. They'll train not only for dance and vocals, but for storytelling, stage command, and self-production. The industry will shift toward developing idols who can shine both in teams and as solo artists capable of commanding global attention. Jungkook proved that solo is not a step down from group work. One Korean music analyst noted, "He proved it's a different kind of power." The economics of solo tours in K-pop. Let's not ignore the business side. Group tours require complex coordination, multiple artists, synchronized choreography, custom productions for several voices. They're spectacular, yes, but they're also expensive. Solo tours, by contrast, offer Lower costs with higher margins, fewer schedules to manage, more creative freedom for the artist, greater intimacy between artist and fans. If Jungkook can sell out venues and move merchandise at levels similar to or beyond group tours, then the math becomes undeniable. Solo K-pop tours may soon be not just an option, but an economic necessity that could change how agencies train and debut future idols. Companies may begin to prioritize dual-path careers, debuting in a group and developing as a solo artist simultaneously, changing expectations. Fans and artists alike. If Jungkook returns to the US with a solo concert, fans won't be expecting a side project. They'll want full production, original staging, unfiltered personality, unmatched vocals. A show that reflects his essence, not a rehash of BTS concepts. And if Jungkook delivers that, expectations for future solo concerts from all K-pop idols will rise. Fans will no longer accept limited showcases or half-hearted solo stages. They'll want world-class, full-length tours that celebrate the individual. This change won't happen overnight. But Jungkook's tour could be the spark. Conclusion: the solo tour that could reshape an entire industry. This is more than just a comeback tour. It's a test of belief that K-pop artists don't need to be in groups forever to be great, that solo work can be powerful, and that an idol can become an icon. If Jungkook's solo journey continues through streaming revivals, fan-led momentum, and a possible US tour, we might look back at this moment as a tipping point, not just for Jungkook, but for the future of the entire K-pop industry. From Seoul to San Francisco, from Jakarta to Johannesburg, his songs resonate across languages, cultures, and generations. It's not just the beats, not just the visuals, not even the vocals alone, though those are world-class. It's something deeper. That I end this chapter, we'll explore the universal appeal of Jungkook's music, the sonic magic, the emotional honesty, and the strategic brilliance that makes him not just a K-pop artist, but a global music icon in making. Jungkook's voice is widely recognized for its dual power, technical precision, and raw emotion. It's a voice that can melt into a whisper or rise into a bold crescendo, all within a single verse. I end tracks like Standing Next to You. His voice flows like silk, with subtle rasp and unwavering breath control. I end Yes or No. His delivery feels conversational, almost like he's speaking directly to the listener. I end 3D and 7. He moves between vocal playfulness and confident sensuality, something rarely mastered by singers his age. Music experts often say that Jungkook's voice carries intent. It's not just technically impressive, it feels like he means every single word. That sincerity is why listeners, even those unfamiliar with Korean or K-pop, stop scrolling, start listening, and eventually start caring. When Jungkook sings, you feel like he's letting you into his world, wrote one Rolling Stone editor. That's rare. That's timeless. Another reason Jungkook's music reaches so many people is his genre flexibility. He doesn't stay in one lane. Instead, his album Golden travels through a rich sonic journey that blends Western pop structures, radio-friendly hooks, and catchy bridges, smooth R&B grooves that appeal to 90s and 2000s nostalgia, contemporary EDM/pop house drops that dominate global dance playlists, acoustic elements that highlight his raw vocals. This genre blending allows his music to appear on multiple playlists, not just K-pop, but chill vibes, global pop hits, lo-fi love, bedroom R&B, and even workout mixes. That versatility widens his reach far beyond his core fanbase. It's also why Golden has aged so well, because no matter how the listener feels, there's a song that fits the mood. Jungkook's lyrics stand out for their emotional clarity. Whether he's singing in Korean or English, his songs often touch on themes like emotional uncertainty, romantic longing, inner conflict, personal growth. He doesn't try to sound overly poetic or mysterious. Instead, his words are relatable and clear, especially in songs like Hate You, where he sings about the pain of pretending to move on, or Somebody, which deals with emptiness in a relationship that no longer feels mutual. These are feelings everyone understands, no matter their age or background. And unlike many pop stars, Jungkook isn't afraid to sound unsure, broken, or even needy. That vulnerability is what makes his music so human. We always saw him as the strong golden magne, said one fan in a Reddit forum. But when he sings solo, it's like we see the real him, all the cracks and all the beauty. One of the most impressive aspects of Jungkook's solo work is how international it feels. Without sacrificing authenticity, he sings many songs fully in English, 7, 3D, Too Sad to Dance, yet he doesn't sound like he's imitating Western artists. Instead, it's as if he's creating a bridge between two worlds, Korean roots and global resonance. His pronunciation is natural. His lyrics are fluid. And yet his style, his tone, his delivery, they're still uniquely Jungkook. This balance has allowed him to thrive on Western radio, get placements on US TV soundtracks, and receive coverage from American media outlets that don't typically highlight K-pop artists. It's no longer K-pop breaking into the West. It's Jungkook being welcomed into global pop music as a peer. Another reason Jungkook's music feels universal is the caliber of people behind the scenes. His album Golden features top-tier producers, songwriters, and sound engineers who've worked with the likes of Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Dua Lipa, and Ed Sheeran. These collaborators bring global pop sensibility to the table. Tight arrangements, clean mixing, emotional layering, while also understanding Jungkook's artistic identity. But even with this high-level production, the spotlight always stays on him. The production doesn't overshadow his voice, it amplifies it. That's why even casual listeners who hear a Jungkook track on the radio stop and ask, "Who is this?" Because the songs don't just sound good, they sound personal. While the technical and artistic elements of Jungkook's music are powerful, let's not ignore one of the strongest forces driving its spread: the emotional loyalty of ARMYs. His fans are not just streaming his songs. They're translating lyrics, creating playlists for every mood, making TikToks that turn lines into viral trends, running streaming events, and writing reviews that emotionally move even non-fans. This emotional marketing is more powerful than any label promo. And it works because it's real. His music isn't just trending because of algorithms. It's trending because it means something to millions of people. And that emotional loyalty continues to ripple outward, drawing in new fans, industry attention, and media coverage. Conclusion: the music is the core of the movement whether or not a second US tour happens. One truth is clear: the foundation of Jungkook's rising solo power is the music itself, not the outfits, not the viral clips, not the stats, just the songs. And the soul behind them. People feel something when Jungkook sings. And in today's fast, filtered world, that kind of sincerity cuts through the noise as he continues to rise. With or without an official tour, the music will remain the compass. The core. The reason why millions of people from all corners of the globe keep pressing play. The energy across social media, the surge in album streams, and the silence from HYBE all point toward one exciting possibility: a second solo tour for Jungkook in the United States. And if that dream becomes reality, it won't be just another tour. It will be a full-blown cultural phenomenon, one crafted not just from business strategy or timing, but from months of fan devotion and viral momentum. I end this chapter. Let's explore what could happen if Jungkook returns to the US stage. From the possible cities to the visual experience, the set list, and the atmosphere. This is the show millions are already dreaming about. If HYBE launches a second US solo tour for Jungkook, they're not starting from scratch. They already have venue relationships, ticketing partners, and a fan base mapped out city by city. So which stops would make the list? High priority cities, very likely Los Angeles, CA, a no-brainer. It's home to Jungkook's strongest US fan base, and media coverage will be at its peak. New York City, New York. The press, the fashion world, and massive fan turnout make NYC essential. Chicago, Illinois, a central location with a passionate fan base and arena-ready infrastructure. Dallas or Houston, Texas. Texas has proven K-pop loyalty, and both cities can host stadium-scale shows. Atlanta, GA, the southern U.S. hub for BTS fans and global music lovers. Possible additional stops: San Francisco, CA for West Coast coverage beyond LA, Seattle, WA, a growing fan presence and a tech-savvy city with viral potential. Las Vegas, NV, for festival-style performance potential and media buzz. Miami, FL, for Latin American fan crossover and summer tour energy. Denver, CO, a rising location for major K-pop acts. Thanks to streaming stats, fans are already planning their travel routes, even before a tour is announced. That's how strong the demand is. If you've seen Jungkook perform, whether on BTS tours or his solo showcases, you know one thing: he doesn't do minimal, his stage presence is magnetic. So if a solo tour happens, here's what fans are imagining: multi-level staging with trapdoors, rotating platforms, and flying stages. Visual storytelling, where each section of the concert reflects a part of Jungkook's journey, from innocent beginnings to bold independence. 360-degree LED screens showing cinematic visuals synced to the music. Water or rain effects during songs like Hate You or Standing Next to You, giving emotional moments theatrical impact. Intimate acoustic stage, where Jungkook sits, alone with a guitar or piano, stripped down and raw. Jungkook has always been a perfectionist. He'll likely want every detail, lighting, sound, choreography, to match the emotion of each song. And fans expect nothing less. A second solo tour wouldn't just be a playlist. It would be a musical narrative, a chance for Jungkook to tell his story, one song at a time. Here's what fans hope to hear. Opening section: Power and Presence Standing Next to You. Opening track: 3D7, explicit or clean version, depending on venue. Middle section: Vulnerability and Growth, Yes or No. Too Sad to Dance, Hate You, Somebody, acoustic break. Raw Emotions unplugged versions of Still With You, or my UA surprise cover of an English pop ballad, like Talking to the Moon or Let Me Love You. Finale: Freedom and Flight Closer to UA new unreleased solo song, Dreamers. To close on a message of unity, fans also anticipate surprise mashups, reworked versions, and a few BTS solo stage tributes, not as a reminder of the past, but as a celebration of how far he's come. IT won't just be American fans filling the seats. If the tour is announced, expect an international wave of travel from Mexico, Canada, the UK, Brazil, the Philippines, Indonesia, and beyond. Armies are already known for creating light stick choreographies, coordinating massive fan chants, organizing pre-concert events and cup sleeve giveaways, translating fan projects into multiple languages. Some are even planning to host free fan buses, rent group Airbnb homes, and wear themed Jungkook-inspired fashion pieces to every show. This won't just be a concert. It will be a fan pilgrimage. If Jungkook's second solo tour happens, its cultural impact will go far beyond ticket sales, media coverage. Every major US outlet, from Billboard to Variety, will cover it. Jungkook will be in headlines for days. Streaming boost: each city stop will spark localized spikes in album streams, especially in nearby markets, as TikTok trends. Every moment, a dance break, a wink, a crowd interaction, will be clipped and turned into viral gold within minutes. Fashion impact: outfits worn on tour could launch global trends, especially if luxury brands partner with Jungkook again. It's not just a music event. It's a global cultural moment waiting to unfold. What makes this potential tour even more special is the timing. Jungkook is serving in the military. His fans miss him, and he misses them. So when he finally returns, possibly with his solo concert, the emotions will be immense. He won't just be performing. He'll be reuniting with millions who never left his side. The screams will be louder. The tears will be real. And every note he sings will feel like a homecoming. We waited. We streamed. We stayed, said one fan. Now we want to see him shine again, with our eyes, not just our ears. Conclusion: the show that's already alive in the hearts of fans. The tour hasn't even been announced, but in the minds of millions, it already exists. They see the lights. They hear the crowd. They feel the beat. They believe in the stage that's waiting to be built, and if HYBE decides to bring it to life, the world won't be ready. Jungkook's second solo tour in America isn't just a possibility. It's a dream so loud, it's echoing across continents.